Alright, time to see what all the hullabaloo is out about in the town commons. This way. We're gonna go through Central Town first, see if we can say hi to anyone. Oh, I see that they're getting ready for the festival. Anything more to talk about, Ulrich? Nope. So to the town common we go. Oh, that's lovely. Everyone seems to be working hard for the bonfire tonight. Commons look festive, decorated like this. Look at all the flowers, Master, and the bonfire is huge. How's the fire coming? Those logs out, those work out alright for you, Andreas? Not along as expected. Nearly finished with it. It's all in place, also. Good, good. Alright, everyone, remember, after the bonfire tonight, we celebrate as usual. We will all gather in the woods, and the women will collect herbs as tradition demands. Although the abbot has forbidden harvesting in the forest. Please, for everyone's sake, reconsider your actions. Thank you, Father, but the abbot's order goes against God's law. The forest belongs to all of us, as do all its game and fowl and fish. He cannot claim ownership over that which the Lord gave us to hold in common. That was one of the major issues of this time across Europe, was the taking of common land that was, like, common land. No, I'm sorry, Father. We'll proceed as planned. Tassing has never let anything get in the way of our St. John's customs as long as I can remember. We won't start now. And remember, tomorrow I will show you proof that as sure as the sun turns round the earth, God and our saints are with us. Good day, Andreas. Hello, Brother Wojslav. You looked upset at Otto's announcement. Is everything alright? Otto is becoming more aggressive in his defiance of the abbot. Father Garneau will not take this news well. How could the abbot stop them? He can't exactly chase them all out of the woods himself. Father Abbot knows force is not the only way to get people to behave. How do you think he came to his position? Fair point. Why is the abbot so angry about it? Did you just hear Father Thomas, Andreas? The abbot declared the woods off limits. Anyway, it's not for me to say. I'm sure the abbot will tell you more. He sent me with an invitation for you to dine with him tonight. I'm sure the father will want to discuss the situation over supper. Well, I suppose I can attend. Does the invitation extend to Casper as well? I'm sorry, Andreas, but Father Abbot has asked you to come to his house alone. Phew. Please tell the abbot I'll see him this evening. Well, I guess I'll see what all the fuss is about. I'll meet you back at the Golden Hand after dinner, alright? Can I help set up the festival decorations while you're with the abbot? Yes, but be back before sundown, alright? Yes, thank you, Master. I'll see you later. Guess I'm going to the abbot's. Can I talk with anyone first? Or does it take me straight there? I can talk with some people, cool. I'll talk with Casper. Master Andreas, you'd best not keep the abbot waiting. Go on, we'll meet up after supper. Alright, don't get in trouble. Aw, that's cute. That's cool. I'm going to... There we go. Little Werner trying to do the dance. Oh, that's Werner over there, Werner Stoltz. Till. Hello, Master Maler. Get a... Hello. This bonfire is much simpler than the one in Nuremberg, but it's pretty all the same. I like it. It's nice. Andreas, what are you up to? Is everyone here now, or is everyone here now, or can I go to the Gertners? And are some of the Gertners still here? But the Gertners are still here. Hello, Andreas. Hello again, York. Sorry about dinner the other night. Dad got a little heated. He's just trying to keep his dignity. I understand. Thanks, Andreas. Dad's always been able to provide for us, but now, well, things are different now. But that's why Otto's making his speeches and Klaus is printing the 12 articles. Change is coming to Tassing, Andreas. I hope you're right, for your sake. Oh, may the winds of fortune blow your way, Jorg. Thanks. I'll see you later, Andreas. Until then. Hello, Andreas. Can I talk with anyone in here? Or, no. Ursula? Nothing from Ursula. Ill Peter. God bless you. He looks like a little goat. He looks like a big goat. Rather funny. Anyone over here? Veronica. So, nothing over there. Where is... I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. There's Martin. Martin seems nice. Martin Bauer's house, the Druckers, Town Commons. I guess. I mean, if I don't think there's much else to do. I mean, we can go. Let's go to the Druckers real quick. Anything we can do. Is Klaus in? He has to be in. Magdalen's in. Okay, nothing for him. Well, I guess I'll go back up to the Abbey then. I don't think there's much else to do. The Mueller house. Are they all in right now? Mr. Maler. Two of them are in. Ah, good evening, Master Maler. Mr. Smulerin, we're not taking part in the festivities. Oh, if only I could. I like seeing the community come together, especially in these times of strife. It would be nice to have pleasant eve at the bonfire with the dancing and... My husband thinks it is a tradition for fools and miscreants. But it is to celebrate the miraculous birth of John the Baptist, the beloved forerunner to Jesus Christ. Baptist, I know who that is, but... Prophet and forerunner of Jesus Christ, as the name suggests, he was responsible for baptizing Jesus. He was beheaded at the command of Herod Antipas. No, I didn't want to do that again. Yes, that is it. That it is. I see you're a man of faith and learning, Andreas. What about your son? Is he going? I don't think so. He has not shown much interest in it. Bernard has forbidden it anyway. Paul is a sweet soul. He does as he's told. Family is most precious. Similar to yourself, family is most precious. It truly is important to care for them, as you do. I think so as well. I'm glad to have found another person who understands the importance of family. Paul will grow up to be a good man. I will make sure of that. One day, sweet grandchildren running about laughing with glee. Delightful vision. Quite so. Annette saw it the same way. He often gets so angry at Paul for the most minute things. And then he yells at Paul about how he'll grow up like the peasant filth and always engaged in lawlessness and vice. Okay, we need to get Paul away from his dad. Something he is familiar with. What do you mean? Oh, pay me no mind, Andreas. I misspoke. Don't tell Lennart I said anything. He's not at home tonight, is he? No, he went out some time ago to keep an eye on the peasants, he said. Make sure they don't get out of line. Especially with Otto urging against the authority of the abbot. He said it stinks of trouble. He may be patrolling the forests, or I don't really... Not sure he should be taking the law into his own hands. Just to stop him. I'm sorry, I must return to my work and offer prayers to the Forerunner in silence, as usual. I bid you well then. God, I feel so bad for this family. Lennart seems like a dickhole of a father. Paul seems like a nice young man who I am hoping will not turn out like his dad, but when you're around shitty people, like, you tend to reflect that shitty behavior as well. Unless you do especially when you don't have any other, like, way to, like, deter it. Since I can talk to people, maybe I should see if I can find Lennart. Who else was at the, go to Church on the Druckers. We'll go up to the northern part of town real quick. After we get through... Yeah, we'll go to Central Town. We can't go through here. Well, we can... Actually, we can't go to the Steinar house. What else to say to you? Oh, hey, Agnes! Hello, Andreas. Yay, they're helping the family. Thank you, midwife. Was the inventor doing something? Stoltz is down by the... Yeah, Stoltz is down by the festival grounds. Common grounds. So let's go to Eisenkopf. He is not here either. Let's feel... Not here either, so that's fine. So I think the Ulrich and his Ulrich and the Albans are here again. Here again. Anna. Brett. Okay, so everyone's accounted for here. So I think that's everyone. I talked with Sister Amelie when I had that, when she gave me the prophecy. So I feel like someone is going to die. It's not anyone I like. And then... Hey, Killian. Just chilling. Too cool for school. Nico. I wonder if there's... I feel like there's going to be a third act after this, too, so I'm curious what's going to happen. Hello, Schlau. I've petted you many times. Can I go in here? Cannot go into the guest house, so up we go. Can't go into the Shrine of St. Moritz. He is here. Shrine is there. Church. I think that's everything. Reformatory, Old Bailey, the sacristy. Scriptorium is closed down. Taking the long way around, I know, but... Taking the very long way around. Refectory? They're eating. Father Goodnow here. Bless you, bless you, bless, 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 bless. Everyone's having their food, I think. Yeah, so the abbot would be in his private quarters, which I think I have to go through here to get to the large garden, yeah. So bad at directions for this place sometimes. Hello, Mirabilis. God bless you, Andreas. I'm glad to see you received my invitation. Are you ready to eat? Yes. Good. Andreas, thank you for coming to dinner. I thought you didn't ever want to see me at Kiersau again, Father. What changed? Yes, well, the Lord calls us to forgiveness, even when that might be difficult. I think it's high time we reconciled, Master Maler. Please sit, and we'll pray together. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Lord, direct each of us here toward your wisdom, prudence, and guidance in our future actions. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen. Brother Rosa was indeed prompt in delivering my message. I'm surprised you deigned to drop by at all. You have done quite well for yourself, after all. It is good to see that your time at Kiersau was not squandered. You even look the part of the famous artist now. What have you been doing in recent years after leaving such a mess in Tassing? I traveled to Aragon to study the new art and oil techniques there. The journey took me far longer than I expected, though. Yes, I've heard the Inquisition has had a difficult time with the many Jews and Muslims fleeing the country. I understand... Edict of Expulsion. A writ issued in 1492 expelling all practicing Jews from Spain. The edict resulted in pogroms and persecution led by the Catholic Church, also called the Alhambra Decree. Also really ironic, considering if it weren't for the Jewish populations and the Muslim populations living in Spain, a lot of the sacred texts and Latin texts and Greek texts that would make up a lot of the sciences that would come to birth and create the Renaissance would not have ever actually been translated, because they were all brought into Europe through Spain, through Muslim sources, because the Muslims had the Greek versions. So it's always really funny seeing how intolerance really always does just is like the way to ignorance and destroying knowledge. I understand the Edict of Expulsion, Father, but the Inquisition is brutal in its methods. Church and Crown have a duty to ensure the safety of the kingdom, Andreas. I'm sure the Inquisition is using exactly as much force as needed. No, they are not! Of course. Why did you really ask me here, Abbot? In truth, I had hoped to discuss the rising tensions between the Abbey and townspeople. I'd like to clarify the situation for you, Andreas. Clarify what, exactly? I simply want to ensure you understand the circumstances objectively, from all angles. I believe you've only heard from one side of the issue, Andreas. Otto's little speeches about taxes don't account for the entire situation. Why demand such high taxes, then, Father? Oh god, he has a nice spread, and, like, everyone else in the village is kind of suffering with, like, really shitty food. That's another thing I really like about these dinner scenes, is you can tell the social standing and the conditions of the family and the people you're eating with based off of this. It's really fascinating. We have plum pudding, Lebkuchen, and pheasant. Let's eat the Lebkuchen first. The scriptorium closure, the taxes are necessary to make up for the lost income. Well, we know why we closed the scriptorium, because we lost patrons. Why not ask the bishop for help? Ask the bishop. I have the authority to keep the abbey running, so I will in the way I see fit. I will not shame the abbey that way. Brother Guy has gone over the expenses himself. Raising taxes is the best way to cover these costs. But what about prohibiting the peasants from using the forest? That's a new restriction. Eat the pheasant. For the peasants, the forest belongs to the abbey, and the peasants have no right to use it. Legally, it's theft. Surely the Lord calls for a spirit of graciousness and charity, Father. Neither is a spirit of theft Christian, Andreas. Otto has read from the 12 Articles, as I hear it. The document appeals to the sovereignty God gave all mankind over the earth. 12 Articles. That drivel is Lutheran propaganda and defies the Church's authority to regulate the sinful and greedy nature of mankind. A shameful document for Klaus to print. Look at its effects on the townsfolk. It's almost like they're awakening to their rights as people. Here they will continue this disobedience by collecting herbs on St. John's Eve. The whole town knows I've forbidden it. The matter is grave, and I will excommunicate anyone who defies my order. I don't think they care at this point. Father Abbot, you don't have the authority to do that. The townsfolk live under the ecclesiastical jurisdiction of the Prince Bishop of Freising, not you. Andreas, you are hardly an expert on canon law. I assure you I will have the support of the Prince Bishop. Jesus Christ. Religious zealotry! Let's just eat that plum pudding. Remaining impartial will be impossible as long as you're in town. Support me in ending this foolish rebellion. You have a reputation in town, Andreas. You're a successful man, and the townsfolk believe they are like you. I'd like you to convince the other townsfolk, the printer, for example, that this uprising is not in their best interests. The rest of the town will follow, and the peasants will have no chance to resist. We can end this peacefully. Peasants have genuine grievances. Why not talk with them and negotiate? I am a forgiving man, but Otto's stubbornness has challenged even me. Otto is past the point of talking, Andreas. That's why I'm begging you for help in the matter. Please take more time to think about it. I apologize. We must conclude now. I must excuse myself. I am expected to lead a service at Compline tonight. Think on what we've discussed, Andreas. I trust you can find your way out. I will, Father Abbot. Good night. Jesus Christ. Like, I know he wants to keep the Abbey running, but, like, the peasants are gonna burn this place to the fucking ground if he does it, or they're all gonna get slaughtered because of this. It's a really tough it's a really tough idea, but I do lean more towards the peasants because I'm thinking about it from the modern perspective of where I come from in the 21st century. I'm a modern 21st century guy, not very religious myself, and, like, religious authority is something that I would chafe at. So I do understand this thing, but, like, it's interesting trying to see thinking about this from someone who lives in these times and might not necessarily think the same way as I would about this. Let's see what else is there that I can do. I think I should return to the commons to find Casper. Oh, Casper's in the commons. Gotcha. Sister Matilda Kempston works in the office. Rachel Sommerfeld, Jewish printer's wife. Gurno. Yep. So where's my... Oh, Casper's not in this. Interesting. I thought he would be in this at this point now that he's, like, separated out from... There we go. Okay, he's not here, so I have to go to the commons. So let's see what's going on in the commons. Oh, Tilia. Well, well. You're that artist, the one who lived with the Gertners. Got mixed up in the wonderful killing of that rat, the Baron. I was just trying to clear my friend's name. Think I care? If a flood washed the abbey and all the monks into the river, I'd grab the nearest man and dance a weller in joy. Anyway, no time to talk now, fancy man. It's time to call to the fire. Does St. John's Eve mean a lot to you? Saint's Eve, right. Auda ans mama percta. I see, so, yep, she's more about doing the old traditions, the pagan traditions. Something us, mother percta. Dus ardengest gaut percti. We burn something for you. Ve nus clamenti. You. Ahaha. Did I hear percta in there? So what if you did? Did you become a hound of the Lord during your time away? Come to Tassing to sniff out the heathens and heretics. I don't know if you should be invoking a pagan goddess at St. John's Fire. Mind your own business. Go back to your city. Leave us to our ways. Oh, Tilly, I wish I could have helped you. Ooh, I need to take a picture of this real quick. Oh, that's pretty. Carl. Evening, Andreas. Say, how do you like the bonfire? We built it nice this year. Big and sturdy. It's a fine setup, Carl. Excellent work. I know we can't compare it to where you come from, but we still give it our all in celebration of the light who prepared the way for our Lord. Anton, you remember Andreas Maler, the master artist? Yeah, I've seen him around town. Son, be polite. Hello, Master Maler. How are you? I'm well, thank you. Thank you, young man. Anton's a good boy, let me tell you. A bit of a rascal, as you can see, but he's got a good head and a good heart. Likes to hide it, though. Dad, will you stop? Easy to rile you up, just like your mother. How is Helena? Is she not attending the bonfire? She'll join us later. She went with Martha to dip their toes in the stream and to pick some flowers for the garlands. And wreath. Martha Right, because, okay. It's important to hold the traditions. You are right, especially with the times we're having. Besides, maybe Martha and Helena will come across the blossoms of a fern out there. What's so funny about that? Ferns don't flower. That means no power to speak with animals for you, boy. Don't worry, Anton. You can always get to our Agerland with St. John's Wort to ward off any demons and evil spirits. Yeah, got that, Anton. Make sure to keep your eyes open for those spirits walking the earth tonight. Evil spirits and demons? I've never seen any myself. And you won't have to if we're careful, my boy. The bonfire will frighten them off with the help of the Lord. That's why we have the feasts and celebrations. Speaking of, what do you think of the festival so far, Anton? It's fine, I guess. I like the fires when they are lit. The mountains get to twinkle, like the stars. I don't like when people get drunk and rowdy as the night goes on. They get into fights and all. Oh? Anyone in particular? Well, not as much lately, but Martin used to get in trouble. Anton's got the good eye. Martin's been a solid fellow once he came back, but he sometimes drinks too much. He's calmed down lately. You know, he used to be kind of a shit. Language boy. God doesn't look kindly on blaspheming. Those are your words, Dad. Lest you don't quote me. Quote the scriptures instead. It's better for your soul. That's pretty good. You listen to your father, Anton. I will. I do. Jesus. Hey, what did I just say? Don't let your mother catch you with that mouth. Well, I'll let you get back to the festivities now. It was a pleasure. Until later, Andreas. Bye. They seem fun. Ah, Brigitta and Martin. Why, Martin. Look who it is. Good evening, Andreas. Andreas, you're staying for the festival, I hope. Of course he's staying. Who would miss it? Especially after you burly boys built such a beautiful bonfire. A burly boy like me would do anything for you, Dove. Couldn't help myself. Brigitte, Martin, you both feel very festive, I see. Food, the fires, the dancing, really is a night to enjoy. It's to honor the anniversary of the birth of Blessed John, a vigil for he who prepared the way. Yes, and he'd have milked everyone to get a good mood in their hearts and good food in their bellies, and he'd have liked everyone to... There we go. As a hermit who wandered in the desert, living off locusts and wild honey, he probably wouldn't agree. I like to live off some wild honey myself, if you catch my meaning. So are you going to heed Otto's call to go into the forest? No, I'm really not looking for trouble. There's enough of that going around. Even though you supported him earlier during his speech. He speaks his mind on what's important, but like I said, I've no personal interest in provoking the abbot. We are God-fearing people, Andreas. What did you argue about with Otto anyway when I first saw you in the meadow? Oh, nothing of note. Andreas, please, enough of this talk. We're here to celebrate. And Martin and I will dance until our legs begin to waver, isn't that right? Not miss it for the world. That's delightful. I hope you have a great evening. You as well, Andreas. Until later. Okay. Hey, Till. Got anything to say?
Hello, Master Maler.
Evening, Till. Enjoying the festival?
Very much so. I perhaps feel a tad old for the more active side of the celebrations, but I enjoy the sights and sounds. Did you know the word for the summer solstice leads back to the Romans?
I thought you didn't read Latin.
I've picked up a few words over the years. I still have the mind to put two and two together.
Nimidium facti qui coepit habet sapere aude. He who has begun it is half done, dare to know. Yes, Virtus homo qui invenit sapientiamum. Happy is a man who finds wisdom. It's not much, I admit, proverbs and the occasional word, hence solstitium. such as it looks at this time of year. The sun rises highest for a few long time, and then it stays there before falling again. A fitting allegory for the great cosmic art of mankind, rise and fall. But to make up for that, dancing, leaping, songs, joy and mirth. You seem elated, although I don't think that the same applies to Abbot Gano. Although supporting danger, I agree. Going against the decree of the Abbey like so. The festival has always had a rebellious streak of jest and mockery. I don't see it as sacred as some. It has to be sacred enough for the church not to condemn it as heretical. True enough, Master Maler. I wish I could read more about all this. Oh, but the Abbey were selling books from their library. I hoped I could get some for myself, but it proved to be far too expensive. Klaus and his printings have proven to be a more use and a fair bit cheaper. But does this mean you've read the 12 articles? I have. But that is not a talk to be had on this eve of celebration, Master Maler. I see your point. Well, have you maybe come across any interesting tales? I have indeed, Master Maler. I didn't quite understand everything. The text was in Latin. It was by a Roman named Strabo, and it was about geography. That's why I noticed it. The noted philosopher and historian. He's actually Greek by birth. I imagine you were reading his Geographica. Yes, that could have been it. The book was about many kinds of barbarians, which also included the Rectii tribe I read about years ago. People who used to live on this very land before the Romans arrived. He called this place Ratium and described it as a cluster of crab huts and its people hostile and warlike, only interested in hunting and fighting. I like that he's like a more learned gentleman in the town, so his like peasant script is very cursive. Makes it a little harder to read, but whatever. There was something about Manus and his sons, but I couldn't understand a lot of it. In any case, when the Romans came, most of these locals were driven out, but some were captured to work in the fields and the mines. What happened to the locals who were forced out? No idea. I would imagine that after the Romans were driven off, then their empire started falling apart. Maybe the barbarians came back. But were they really the same people, or nomads from elsewhere? I guess we may never know. Thank you for your quick history. I'll let you get back to the festivities. Enjoy yourself tonight, Master Maler. For later. I can assume that, like, I didn't choose the other option because I can assume it was salt, considering there's an abandoned salt mine. But that could be a more recent thing, too. Il Peter. Good evening, Andreas. Nice to see you here. Grandpa, look who it is.
Eh? Oh, the artist. You're still around?
I thought to stay and enjoy the festivities.
You call this a festival? Ugh. You haven't seen nothing yet.
You're not going to tell the story again, are you?
You kids need to learn it by heart, else Perkta will run you down.
Is this about the wild hunt?
Yes, it draws near. Ugh. Heed my warning.
Grandpa, you're getting agitated again. It's not good for your health.
Nonsense. I can outlive any bastard out there. Probably will.
These old types in video games and stories tend to outlast everyone. But look at how old he is by like the fading on him, kind of like Brother Adolf.
So, where was I?
The wild hunt?
Yes. Did you bring your mask?
I didn't realize I was supposed to bring one.
The fools I have to suffer. The mask will protect us from as we banish the witches and spirits into Perkta's path. She punishes all humans she finds in the woods on St. John's Eve, since only witches are out in the wild or in the wilderness. Anyone caught will be turned into animals. No one but a priest can then turn you back.
Well, I guess I can imagine a worse punishment.
Joke, artist, but you won't be laughing when Perkta finds you.
Stay indoors tonight if you want to come outside. Stay within the light of St. John's fire. At least St. Satya blesses the herbs in the forest this night. And the women will gather the herbs, regardless of that bastard abbot. It's certainly important to stockpile some for the winter. Thank you for teaching me more about local traditions. Yeah. Hey, Big Jorg. You grab some of those ashes with you after the bonfires died down.
Fine.
What are the ashes for?
Yeah, it's to spread across the garden, which has a good harvest. I guess you city people don't know shit.
We like that, Grandpa. Now that story time is over, how are you enjoying the evening so far, Andreas? I've spoken to a few other people here. Very enlightening. The best time to spend with your friends. Have you heard anything interesting?
Ah, gossip, you two are like these burner in the forest. Smokey, that's the one. Always nosy about other people.
Yes, it has been fun to hear what other people think about St. John's Eve. Maybe you'll get a few dances as well, eh, Andreas? I'd rather not. I hope I'll get the chance to dance with my dear.
Can't see why you wouldn't. Big George is right there. Jorg is right there.
Yes, Big Jorg, right? Because like 7 years ago, we saw her in the stream with another girl. And I'm assuming that, and I was thinking about this, I'm assuming that she married Jorg for propriety and for the fact that he would, like, take care of her. But her heart's probably not in it. Well, I shouldn't keep you from the night's celebration until later. I don't remember which one was her one. Like, that is very telling. I don't want to talk to Casper just yet, because we still have some people we can potentially talk to. Not this way. We need to go into the woods, I believe. We cannot go into the woods this way. Because he said he was in the woods. So we can go up to the Golden Hand, go to the charcoal burn. Let's go say hi to Smokey on this eve. I doubt he's here, because they exclude him because he smells of charcoal. Really rude of them. Say hi to Father Thomas, too, maybe. He's in here. Father Thomas, are you in here? Or not? Probably having dinner at the Abbey with the abbot. Let's go down to the forest. Smokey's home.
Evening, Master Maler. You're not taking part in the festivities?
I came to ask you the same. I didn't see you at the bonfire. I imagine it'd be a great chance to gather gossip.
Ah, plenty of gossip to go around if one keeps their eyes open in the forest tonight. It's a neat enchanted evening. Some enchanted evening. As for your question, I get enough fire and smoke as it is. Decent folk don't like to associate with my kind. Even as they like the charcoal, they hate the burner. Other than Andreas, occasionally comes by, but I guess he has to keep good relations for his trade.
He'll avoid you even on a night such as this.
Well, fine. They're not as bad as usually, but truth be told, I don't really care. I made my peace with the matter. For me, it's a night like most others. I prefer staying sober and observing the town folk. Easier to get all the gossip for the year to come, you know? Besides, I reckon I'm growing too old for mischief. Best let others run around in their silly costumes.
I think you still have some youth in you.
Yeah. Like the sun rises to its highest point every year, so my back grows ever more crooked. Alright, brother, I know that. Ah, but I appreciate you coming by. I wish you a pleasant evening, Master Maler.
Till later.
Till later, until then.
I'm glad I can make it. I'm glad I could cheer him up. What are, oh, okay, those are fireflies. Alright, we go further this way. To the shrine first. No one in the shrine, but lots of fireflies. That's a cool little design feature. Are those like 3D or still 2D along the same path as well? Make the paths. I'm curious. I need to learn how to actually, like, code some of this stuff. Lena! God bless you, Andreas. Hi. Salt mine. There is no one here. There's no one here. Where did Leonard go? I'll go by the old ruin first real quick and see. So let's go up to the old ruin. Nothing here. And then they're not... I already talked with them about this and it's locked. Anyone in the outer farm still? Everyone... I think everyone is at the thing that they're... But... I didn't see Eisenkopf for some of them, though. Also, are any of the people that were in the masks as part of it as well? Curious. Is Lucky there? Yeah, Lucky is there. Albans are there. Where did Leonard go? His house, Eisenkopf house. Okay, everyone's there. So yeah, now it's time to go talk to Casper. I would. Such a festive evening. I'm going to do one more picture here. There we go. Hello, Casper. Master Andreas, look at how big the bonfire is. The decorations are so fancy. The St. John's Eve Festival is a big event in Tassing. I missed it last time I was here, but haven't you ever been to a festival like this, Casper? No, I've never seen anything like this. Can I stay at the bonfire and see the costumes and watch them collect herbs, Master Maler? Please? Alright, but follow along and don't get in their way. I'm too tired for the festival. I think I'll just turn in for the night. Yes, I promise I won't make trouble. I'll see you tomorrow, Master. Oh, time for me to go to bed. Who will I run into on the way, I wonder? Sir Amelie's not doing anything. I mean, this leads circumspectly around. This is a long way around to get to where I want to go. But time to go to bed, Master Maler. Is anyone over here? Nope, they're at the festival too, so... Being very tired and wanting to go to bed. I would basically be... I'd be staying out there all night too. Oh, we get... So we're not going to get to see the actual... We're going to see the fallout of what happens tonight, probably. If we're going by normal story structure. Getting late. I should get some rest. I should get some sleep. Sleep. Oh, we're going into Dreamland. Alright. Ooh, it's a maze now. Find the correct way. I guess this is the only way to go. Any second now. Not even a maze, it's just a really long and convoluted way to get to the center for me to talk with people. What? Sabine! Oh hey, your wife. What is it? Come home. I will. Soon. You're lying. Sometimes I think you must despise me. Maybe it's worse than that. Maybe I'm nothing to be regarded at all. What am I to you now? An annoyance? A bother? A nuisance to be ignored while you lead another life in Barcelona? Is there even an ounce of love in your heart for me? Of course there was. but no longer. Say nothing. Fine. Go back to your books, the only things that make you happy. This house is so lonely without him. Stop. Your presence would only amplify the grief. Stop! Leave me alone. Leave me alone with the memory of him. Stop! Just leave me alone. Just for one night. What happened in these last 7 years, Andreas? A night where I don't have to dream about him. Please. Thank you. It sounds... I mean, if that's his wife, Sabine, maybe he had a son that died? Maybe? In the 7 year? Oh, yep, that kind of confirms it right there. August. Hello, August. What am I supposed to do? Just wait here with you? I suppose I can do that. Just pass the night in silence with you. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything for you. I suppose there's not much one can do against the plague. Ah, that's the reason. Do you get tired where you are? The last time I saw you, I said goodnight to you. I couldn't come to the bed, so I stood in the doorway. I just stood in the dark. Didn't say anything back, so I said it again. I don't know how long I stood there. Just waiting for you to say goodnight. You still look the same age to me. I wonder if I'll ever forget your face. I remember your mother as she is. I remember loving her. You ever picture someone clearly if you love them? I loved you, little boy. I loved you so much. Oh, I'm actually getting kind of emotional here. This is good. Sometimes I wish I could die so I wouldn't feel... But I can't. So I retrace my steps every night. And I find my way back to her. Back to you. I love you, August. Good night. God, that's pretty emotional. Oh man, I'm getting... Whew! He is Andreas is definitely dealing with stuff, and then he has to deal with this bullshit. What happened to this place, and who are you? Where is Prester John? And where are Socrates and St. Grobian? Grobian wasn't on the Ship of Fools. Melancholia. Ah, melancholy. Is Andreas depressed? Probably. I mean, look at all these poor saps. Won't you answer me? No thoughts for Beatrice. You are Beatrice, aren't you? Once, I was a voice of caution, prudence. And now? More and less than caution. The ache of doubt that stiffens to paralysis. Paralysis that breeds despair. Melancholia. What happened to you? What happens to you, happens to us. The foundations of the city are still moored within the ocean of your mind. For its courts does not rule your mind rules the court. Once reason, curiosity, and the foolishness of youth dwelt under the aegis of your intellect. I am all that remains. Melancholy of life's autumn. I was curious about that when we were doing some of like the other inner thoughts things. I was like, who is... I wasn't sure. I thought it would have been Beatrice, but I wasn't sure. But it didn't sound like her, but I wasn't quite sure if that was the case. Melancholy of life's autumn. How did it come to this? You have turned your gaze to your own dark center. Know the courses of your own life. know how the choices you've made have brought you here. What am I supposed to do about it now? Change your life. Wait, I shouldn't be here. I needed to help someone. Is Casper all right? Ah, so your thoughts aren't entirely turned inward. There is still something in you that cares for others in spite of your melancholy. Perhaps there is still hope for us. Wake up, Andreas.